Do these sound better than the Sony XM4s? And my answer to that is gotta be what is up, guys? Sam Pack here, and welcome back to the channel where we talk about tech, gear, and keyboards. So we're back again with another honest tech reviews where I give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions on a product. And today we're going to be going over the Apple AirPod Max. And there's just a lot of talks about them because people want to know, are they worth buying? You know, they're the same, actually they're more expensive than the PS5 and Xbox, and you know, are these really worth $550? And people want to know. And so that's why I picked these guys up, and I wanted to do a review on them. And I don't want to do a full comparison between the XM4s, but I'm definitely going to be referring to them a lot because you know, they're my go-to noise canceling headphones. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be comparing both of these. So as much as I don't want to compare, you know, exactly what they are, I'll definitely do some comparisons, but I want to just mostly talk about, you know, what kind of product this is and kind of just review it for what these purely are and not really look at what the competitors are doing. So hopefully after this video, you guys can figure out if you guys want to pick these up. And with that said, let's get started. So firstly, I just want to talk about comfort. So I talk about comfort a lot in headphones because, you know, when you wear headphones for the first time, and when you purchase a new pair, you're usually going to be wearing them first. You don't usually press play, you know, you always have to wear them before you can even press the play button. And so what I say is that when you pick up a new pair of headphones, the first thing I always check is, are they comfortable? Can you wear these for long periods of time? And so to me, when I first wore these, I did not have that feeling, and they just did not feel comfortable. They actually felt pretty tight. And I'll explain why I feel this way. It's because of how heavy these headphones are, and because of most of the weight is actually gonna be in these ear pads, they're gonna feel a lot more tighter because of how much they're gonna grip your head. And so when I first wore these, I already initially felt, okay, I cannot wear these for more than 20 minutes, you know, and it's because of how they designed this headphones, and pretty much you can see where these hinges are, right? If you flap them and you just kind of just let them go, you can see how much force that it's going inwards. And so, you know, normally, you know, people's heads aren't shaped like this. You know, it's not shaped like that. You know, you have to open them up and then wear them. And so because of how strong this force is and how heavy the ear cups are, you're gonna feel a lot of pressure like going into your ears, and they just feel really uncomfortable to me. And, you know, I feel like it's not for, you know, the case for everybody. For me, I think it's because I have a big head, and so when you do wear these, you feel a lot of pressure going in underneath your ears, and it's kind of, you know, squeezing you. And so when I'm wearing these, I just feel like I can't wear them for such a long time, and that is the one thing I really didn't like about them. And another thing is that when you feel these ear cups, they do feel pretty squishy. You know, they feel very, you know, like a memory foam type. But when you actually wear them, they feel kind of tough. They feel kind of hard for some reason. And it doesn't, and even though it is squishing pretty hard on you, you just don't feel, you don't feel the memory foam. It feels kind of like a hard, like it just feels really hard. I don't know how else to explain it. But when you wear something like these, they just feel so much more comfortable because they're just kind of like overlapping your head and not really squeezing it, but still giving you a lot of the noise canceling capabilities, and it blocks out a lot of the, you know, outside noise, even without having to cup your entire head like that. So that's why I think, you know, these are definitely more comfortable than the AirPods Max. And I don't know, it's just maybe it has to do with how heavy it is. But overall, I just think that, they're not comfortable. At least to me, they're very tight actually. So next I want to talk about sound quality. These sound really, really good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These sound really, really good. And a lot of people have been asking me and DMing me, do these sound better than the Sony XM4s? And my answer to that is gotta be yes, they do. They really do sound better. I'm not gonna lie, and they sound better because it has a better stereo imaging in the headphones. So pretty much there's a lot of instrument separation, so you can hear like the different instruments very separate and just very wide. And whereas when you're listening to the XM4s, it does sound a little bit more muffled in a sense and a little bit more mushed together, because for some reason the frequencies that these are outputting, they just have a better separation. I don't know how else to explain it, and these just sound a little bit more kind of muddy in a sense. And these AirPod Max definitely have a lot better, highs and a lot better clarity. So a lot of the vocals sound a lot better. The bass is actually really pretty good too. And overall, honestly, these sound really good. And again, a lot of people are asking, are they worth $550 good? Honestly, that's up for debate. I don't know. I really cannot answer that because everybody is different. Everybody listens differently. So, but all I gotta say, they do sound pretty good. And there's a lot of other features that you can use, such as the spatial audio, and you can use them to watch movies. And it actually sounds really good when you're watching movies. But it always comes back to the question, like, can you wear these for an entire movie? And to me, honestly, it's gotta be no. I can't wear these for the entirety of a movie because I just cannot wear these for such a long time, and they're just so tight. And that's what keeps bringing me back to the first point I was making: comfortability. If you cannot wear these for an entire period of a movie, then what's the point, in a sense, And that's why I feel like comfortability is one of the most important things, over sound quality sometimes. Because if you can't wear them for such a long time, how are you supposed to even listen to them if you can't wear them, And again, everybody is making the jokes about the case, the case, it's just a bad design. All we gotta say is a bad design. Even up over here, the where the lightning port is, it doesn't really align that well if you put it in a certain way. And it just doesn't protect the band. Like, I don't understand. Like, do they want you to carry it like this, or do they do many tests that they believe that these things are gonna last? I don't know. Could be. Maybe they did a lot of stress tests. I have no idea, but I think these are definitely gonna maybe, I don't know, wear out over time. And also, when you take it out of the case, you are most likely always gonna be hitting the aluminum ear cups almost every time. Like, if you open them, they're gonna clack, like, every time. They're always gonna clack. And I feel like there's gonna be starting to be a lot of scratches here. I don't know if maybe other companies will start making third-party, ear protection covers, silicone covers. I don't know, who knows? But these are definitely gonna clack all the time, and which is, I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing, or I don't know if this aluminum is gonna hold like that, but yeah, they're gonna be clacking all the time. So be aware of that. So as far as the noise canceling, these actually are really good. They are almost, actually, I wanna say just as good as the XM4s. To me, they're actually a little bit too strong. And what I mean about that is that when you are wearing noise canceling headphones, there's a frequency that goes in there to cancel out the outside noise, and you can actually feel the pressure of the noise canceling going into your ears. And it kind of feels like, when you're going up, a mountain or going up elevation, you'll start having your ears getting clogged a little bit. And so that's how I kind of felt when you're wearing these. You kind of feel this pressure inside of your eardrums. And I guess, this could be obviously subjective also. For me, they feel a little too strong. Maybe I have sensitive ears, but they feel pretty strong to me. And they feel almost uncomfortable to listen to. So I'm just having this kind of like pain in my eardrums, kind of just poking at me when I have the noise canceling turned on. And it's even more noticeable if you turn off the music and you're just kind of listening without music, and you can kind of feel and focus on it, which to me is, I don't know, it does bother me while I'm listening to music, which is unfortunate too. And so I'm not gonna do the whole microphone test. You guys can, you know, look at other people's reviews on that, but they do sound a lot better than the XM4s for sure. The microphones that they have on these are really excellent, and even the transparency mode is actually a lot better on these than this. It actually sounds like, you know, you are kind of you know, listening without having the headphones on, but even though you have them on. So definitely the transparent mode is definitely better than the XM4s, which I really like. So even the multi-device support, I would say the AirPod Max are definitely better at switching between devices, but it's obviously only good for Apple products. And whereas this one, you can actually switch between, you know, multiple different kind of devices. But it's a little bit harder because you're maxed at, I think, about 2 devices on these. Whereas these ones, as long as you're attached to, you know, multiple devices, it can just switch between them. One other feature that I really didn't like about the headphones was that honestly, I didn't like the placement of the dial, because, you know, when you're wearing them and actually trying to turn the dial, you're kind of going into this circular motion, right, on top. And it kind of reminds me of like you're trying to, you know, twirl your hair in a sense. And so that's how I felt when I was like turning this. It feels a lot more natural if they position the notch maybe in the back here, and you can use your thumb to rotate it. So even if you keep it the same way, but just move it all the way down here, and you can use your thumb to do the rotating, I feel like that would be a lot more natural than, you know, using your pointer finger and, you know, twirling it up top. And even the button on top, I feel like they could have put it on the bottom, because most people, when they are wearing these headphones, you know, it's more natural to use your thumb rather than using your pointer finger. And that's why I thought maybe that design was a little bit kind of finicky to me, and maybe they could have done something better, but that's, yeah. So are these worth buying? I'm gonna personally say these are not worth the money. More because if these were actually really comfortable and it has the same exact sound quality in them, I would actually pay $550 for these if these were just as comfortable as these. And if these already feel super tight and I'm already feeling very uncomfortable, even though they sound very good, I would not want to wear them. You know, I would not want to wear these for long periods of time, and it's going to just be giving me a lot of ear fatigue, and I'm going to have to just put these down, you know. These are actually not even for people who are audiophiles. You know, these are not headphones for people who want, you know, hi-fi sounding, you know, headphones. Because those people, they're going to buy the, you know, $2,000 headphones with a DAC and all that stuff. Like, but these are for still consumers, but people who kind of who have money, I guess. You know, I feel like, how to describe, I didn't want to say this metaphor, but the only metaphor I could think of when I was thinking about trying to, you know, describe what kind of class these headphones are, I would say, honestly, these are kind of like designer bags or designer shoes, you know, like these are for people who kind of have money to spend and want to spend something like this. It's good quality, you know, it's really high quality. The sound is very good and whatnot. But, you know, if you were to tell me, you know, to choose between an Adidas Boost, Ultra Boost versus a Louis Vuitton sneaker, these are gonna probably look better than the Ultra Boost. But are they more comfortable? Are they more reliable? Which one would you, you know, want to get, you know? And for everyday people are going to buy these for sure. You know, I would honestly rather purchase these for everyday use and everyday wear, because these are the kind of headphones you can wear for meetings. These are kind of headphones that you can wear for traveling on airplanes. And I really don't think that someone can wear these for long periods of time, because to me, they just seem very, very tight. And I don't know, to me, just because of that sole reason is I don't think these are worth it. And that's just my opinion, you know, just take that with a grain of salt. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys gonna pick these up or not? For me, I think I am definitely going to be returning these. Even though they sound great, I just can't wear these. I honestly just cannot. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.